This is the most stressful part of the day. We're all coming back from work. We have to figure out what we're gonna cook for our families. If you wanna know what I'm planning to make every single day this week, that's easy and delicious, then come along and I'll share with you all of these yummy recipes. The first recipe that we're going to be tackling is fire chicken poppers, and it all comes together in one Ziploc bag. We're going to be cutting up about 3 pounds of dark meat chicken. You can use chicken breast if you prefer. I like to have my chicken semi-frozen. When I'm cutting them up, I just feel like it cuts up easier. So for those days when you forget to defrost something, this actually works perfectly. Cut them up into bite-sized pieces. Let's open up our bag and put it all inside. Add in 1 cup of flour, close up the bag, and shake until every single piece of chicken is coated. Perfect. Now you're gonna add in 2 eggs. Drop them in, close up the bag, shake again. Add in 1/2 cup to 1 cup of cornstarch. If you feel that your chicken is still wet, add a little bit more. For those of you who don't like the cornstarch, you could use potato starch instead. You could absolutely put this on a baking tray, oil it really well, and bake it at 400 degrees until it's nice and crispy. I prefer it fried because everything just tastes better when it's fried. Just love this method. Perfect every time. Now let's go and fry them. If the oil is nice and hot, let's drop it in. Spread them out so they don't touch each other, so they can get a beautiful crisp on all the sides. Fry about 2 minutes per side or until your desired crispiness. While the chicken is frying, let's get started on our side dish. It's gonna be super easy and super simple. We're having some French fries frozen from the bag. Sometimes when you're just pressed for time, it's just nice to have something that you can quickly grab and make for your kids. Now it's time to make the sauce. I use Frank's Red Hot sauce, about half of the bottle, half of a bottle of this barbecue sauce. You could use any one that you prefer and like a good squirt of ketchup and honey to taste. Have your flame on medium-high and let that all thicken up. Mixy, mix, mix until everything is coated beautifully. Okay, tonight's dinner is ready. It's sizzling and gorgeous.
Like this video, share it with a friend who needs some dinner inspiration, don't we all? And follow for more. I have your next Shabbat dinner right here. Capons stuffed with mushrooms. They're so good. Let's make them. Start by sauteing sliced mushrooms and onions in a few tablespoons of oil until they're soft and golden. Season them with salt, black pepper, and I'm going to be adding in some garlic and oil that I had in the fridge, but you could simply just add in some minced garlic. Mix well and let that cook down until everything smells incredible in your kitchen. Once completely cooled, I add in 1 tablespoon of mayo, mix that really well, and now we're ready to put it all together. Take your capon, add in about 2 heaping tablespoons of the mushroom filling, roll that up and place it into a baking tray with the seam side down. If you have any filling left over, just add that straight into the pan. Season the capons generously with salt, pepper, paprika, onion flakes, and parsley. I love the Perrick parsley because it's just the most gorgeous one in my opinion. Give it a light spray with oil. I'm using avocado oil. This is what really helps it crispen up at the end. Cover and bake at 400 degrees for about an hour. Then uncover, baste, and bake again for 30 minutes uncovered until it's golden, juicy, and slightly crispy on the top. This is one of those dishes that look absolutely fancy, but actually is so simple to make.
Oh my God.
Now this is what a sheet pan dinner is supposed to taste like. Juicy chicken, crispy tangy potatoes, and 0 complaints at the table. We're starting off with potatoes that I cut into wedges. Slice up your onions the same way and spread everything onto a sheet pan. Now let's make the marinade that really makes this dinner what it is. In a bowl, I'm adding in 1/2 cup of oil, 2 teaspoons of garlic and herb seasoning. I get mine from Costco. 1 tablespoon of paprika, or 1.5 tablespoons if you want that deep red color. 1 teaspoon of the citrus garlic seasoning. I'm obsessed with the Trader Joe's one. A little bit of black pepper. 2 teaspoons of salt. Remember, this is seasoning a lot of chicken and potatoes, so really you need to season this really well. 1 teaspoon of dried cilantro, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, and the juice of 1 whole lemon. Mix the marinade well and pour that deliciousness all over the chicken and potatoes. Then get in there, rub everything around. I try not to use gloves or using my hands to do this because I feel like everything gets stuck to my hands and not on the amazing recipe, so I'm trying to use as little as I can of my fingers to get everything incorporated all throughout. I rub the chicken together to get the underside of it all seasoned, and then with whatever's left over onto the bowl, I add in a little bit of water, about a half a cup, pour that over, sprinkle on some dried cilantro and hot honey. If you have it, it's such a great addition. It gives it a nice kick. Pour that all over the chicken, cover it with parchment paper and foil, bake it in a 400-degree oven for an hour. Then uncover and bake another 30 minutes until golden caramelized and crispy on the edges.
As you can tell, it looks amazing. I'm gonna take a little sneak taste, you know, just for, what's that word? Control? What's that word? Don't bug me now. Oh my God. Lemony, garlicky. The bottom of it gets like this gooey-gooiness. I know, it's so easy. Definitely make it. Quality control. Quality control. God help me. This chicken recipe was a lifesaver when I was in nursing school. It was so easy to put together, but so delicious. It couldn't be simpler to make. Take a tray, add some parchment paper over it, cut up your potatoes in wedges. I'm using 3 medium-sized potatoes over here. Drop them in. Take butternut squash and slice them. Take an onion, cut them in half and slice into wedges. Slice the garlic in half, place them inside as well. Now take Trader Joe's onion salt, spice everything up. Add in your favorite chicken pieces. I'm using chicken bottoms over here, but you can use chicken breast, chicken wings, whatever is your favorite. I have all the chickens in. Add in again the onion salt and your favorite Italian dressing. That's all it is. Quick, simple, and easy. Now cover with foil and bake in a 400-degree oven for 1 hour.
Now uncover, baste with its juices, and allow it to go back into the oven for an additional 30 minutes to an hour until gorgeous and golden.
I did top it with some dried cilantro flakes, and just look at how juicy these potatoes are. Look at that. Let's get a good piece, and look at that garlic. Wow. Garlic potato and a piece of chicken. Your guests are gonna love it. Go, make it. You'll love it.
Busy weeknights call for something effortless but still incredible, and this sheet pan dinner delivers every single time. Start with 3.5 pounds of boneless, skinless dark meat chicken. Pargi oat works beautifully here. I slice them into quarters and add them straight into the baking dish. I layer in thick wedges of Yukon Gold potatoes and fresh lemon slices for that bright citrusy balance. Season generously with a tablespoon of salt, a sprinkling of pepper, and a tablespoon of paprika. Then build the flavor with Dijon mustard, balsamic vinegar, thinly sliced onions, and fresh garlic. I almost forgot to add those in. Give everything a really good mix, spread it into one even layer, lightly spray with oil, and roast at 450 degrees for about 40 minutes until everything is golden, caramelized, and irresistible. And while that's roasting, we're making the real star of the dish, a vibrant, briny topping with green olives, pepperoncinis, toasted sesame seeds, fresh dill, lemon juice, and avocado oil. Once your chicken and potatoes come out of the oven, spoon this right over the top. Just like that, you've taken a simple sheet pan dinner to the next level. Save this for your next busy night, shared with someone who needs some dinner inspiration, don't we all? And follow for more simple, easy recipes.
Out of this world, the flavors are incredible. You gotta make it.